Chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. My van is chitty chitty bang banging. Hey, look what we got in Vancouver now. We've got those fancy new purple street lights I've been hearing so much about. The ones with the data over the light that can send wireless signals to electronic things like smart dust that lives inside of your dermis. See, and then it can send data to turn it on and off and make it do things. And it just looks like a light, but it's just kind of a purple light, which makes it look extra cool when it's doing, you know, unknown processes inside of your mitochondria, utilizing your photoreceptor cells, woohoo, that are in your skin. Wow, we can see with our skin, and the AI can talk to us with our skin using light. Isn't technology wonderful? I can't wait till I don't have to think anymore. The AI computer will do it all, and my body will just be a mindless automaton that will go do all of its functions, and I won't have to feel any pain because I'll be disconnected from it. I'll be having a golf game with Einstein in my brain while my body does all the work for me, and I don't even have to be there. Isn't that wonderful? Yay for America. All right, but seriously, I mean all that stuff, except for the part about Einstein. I learned on the Theoria Hypothesis channel that Einstein, which once I heard it, I'm like, oh, yeah, Ein is one and Stein is stone, one stone. It's a meme in German to call someone one stone. It's like only half a brain, you know, because you got two stones, one on the left and one on the right. So Einstein, one stone, means you only got half a brain. And they credited him with being, you know, the super genius of the last century. So was it a big mocking ritual? Like, these people are so stupid. Says we're going to call their genius Einstein, and they won't get it. They'll think that's the smartest name in the world when it means one stone. What a dumbass. I swear to God, that's probably how it went down. They're like, how can we get one over on these people again? I mean, it's, you know, it's nice that we had our infantoriums and our orphanariums and our orphan trains, and we repopulated the cities and we had them tear down almost everything that was cool in it, and we're having them tear down the rest of it now. Anything that was cool that came up in their age's time, well, we got rid of that too. People don't need to, you know, have things to do besides look at the internet, go out and drink alcohol at approved clubs and bars. Perhaps a restaurant or two will be allowed. And all your entertainment choices will stream digitally to your homes or your eyes or your pads or your... Didn't your pad used to be your home? Now your pad is your pad. Anyway, I'm up here where the power comes from. I've been thinking about a theory of atmospheric electricity. If there's like this 1,000 volts per meter, something along those lines, and we were to figure out how many meters up these power lines were, and we were to learn that these power lines are kept at the exact same height for long distances. I mean, they sag, of course, so there's some variance to them, but they sag in the way a wave sags, so they're kind of following a waveform. I wonder how old that mountain layer is over there with the big satellite things that, yeah. I wonder how old that is. There have been some new stuff. All right. Anyway, yeah, because, you know, thousands of miles of power line all insulated and held up at a certain height from the ground is a huge voltage potential between atmospheric electricity, which is known, proven, and I just saw it on Plasma Channel. You know, flew the drone up there and tapped it. It's there. It's real. It's not a conspiracy theory. And so what if at a certain point they had enough power lines ran that The power lines they realized we don't need to send power from the dams and the facilities to down these lines to people's homes. These lines are making power all on their own. We need to harness the power that it has. Yeah, somebody was hauling ass there, but luckily I put the spurs to the old Previa. She giddied up and goed. Man, this thing has been taking a beating lately. So how many thousands of miles of that lines would it take to harness some electricity and send it back the other direction? I mean, it seems sound in theory, right? That person was pulled up right next to me. I'm like, why are you driving right beside me, you weirdos? And we got hosed at the light. Okay, so anyway, well, there's not a lot of purple ones. I guess they're only on the State Route 500 right now. I saw several of those purple streetlights in a row, and when I was getting the camera on, there was only like one or two more that I saw before my exit. But yeah, they were there, and they were like square multi-LED panels, and very iridescent purple glowy. You know, why do we have purple street lights again? I mean, that was very purple. It wasn't just, a hint of purple. You can see in the whiteness, it's so white it's got a purple tint. No, it was straight up purple. Not quite nurple, but definitely purple. Lavender for sure. The lavender labyrinth. Rattle, rattle, rattle. Oh, my chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. It's my chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang bang, loves us too. Hi, oh, chitty chitty bang bang. Yes, Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. An incredibly funny movie. With a kind of a weak ending, if you ask me. The monster truck ending was kind of a phone in, considering how gut-bustingly funny the rest of the movie is. He's good. With my help, he could be the best. What do the Wachati possess that's of value to civilized man, besides the princess with the amazing rack? You know, you've seen it. Great movie. Oh, man. Guano. It's all about the poop. The poop of bats. Speaking of bats, we got a bat on our coin. They're putting bat DNA in the vaccinations, most likely. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Why wouldn't they put bat DNA and some wolf DNA and some fish DNA, some chicken DNA? All right, I'm home. Old Bessie's about to pop a gasket, I think. Probably gonna gurgle when I shut it off because it's overheating or some crap. Oh, yeah. That's the sound of the turbo fluid cooling. Or excuse me, warming. It gets frozen, you see, and when I shut it off, the turbo fluid's gotta warm back up and break the ice flow. That's what's going on. See, if you didn't know anything whatsoever about mechanics, it would be really easy for a mechanic to like completely make up names and functions of things and just that are completely ludicrous, not even possible and nonsensical. Yet if you knew absolutely nothing about how the machinery worked or machining processes, you'd believe it, just like we believe that the Earth was a spinning globe and that NASA went to the moon. That's funny. We went to a light in the sky and we landed on it because we're light beings, right? Yeah, that's what's going on. NASA. never a straight answer from the deceivers. All right, I'm done. If you get the chance to try and look up angular velocity. In fact, I'm going to go make a video on it tonight. I'm going to see what I can research about angular velocity, which is said to be, centrifugal force, which they say doesn't exist. There's only centripetal or reverse centripetal. I don't know. I'm going to learn tonight, though, so that when I'm watching Theoria Papas's channel, I don't feel like such an idiot. And if I want to ask him a question, I don't feel like I'm annoying him. I asked him one question once about magnets, and I thought it was a fairly straightforward, simple kind of question. It wasn't really, I didn't want a technical answer. I kind of just wanted a general theory, a take on it, and what his take was as to whether it's intrinsic in the magnet's molecules, its molecular property, its atomic structure that the magnetism energy derives, or whether it is the Earth's magnetic energy that's all around us, and it's directed and concentrated at that type of metal, which makes it a magnet. And he answered me. It was just like, it was a short answer, but it had like some words that I don't know. I would things I never even heard of. Something. I'm like, I'm gonna have to Google that and then read the answer of what that means, and then try to understand it then before I even know what he said. So I just left it like, oh well, okay, whatever. I'll figure it out on my own. Well, not on my own, but standing on the shoulders of giants, which are real, All right, take care, everybody. Bye.